Hi Dr. Ed, is it true I will be doing the PPA next year?
Well, not really. You will now be taking the TPA.
I thought I had to do the PPA. Why all the changes?
Well, that is a long story. In the 1990s, the state legislature decided they did not trust the teacher preparation programs to assess basic skills, so they made a standardized test called the West B for everyone who wanted to be a teacher.
I passed West B without any problems. So, that must mean the legislature trusts me to do good things for kids.
Well, not really. They also didn't trust that you really knew your content even though you graduated with at least a 2.5 from an accredited university. So they created the West E to test all teachers on their content knowledge.
I passed my West ET without any problems, so now they must trust me to be good for kids in the classroom.
Well, not really. They didn't trust that you could teach, so they made the PPA, which is a standardized instrument for every student teacher in the state.
Sounds great. I think I am ready to show them I can teach with the PPA. When do I do that?
You won't do the PPA. Now you will do the TPA because the legislature didn't trust the PPA since the university scored it on their own. The TPA will be externally scored by a company called Pearson.
I paid Pearson for the West B and the West E, so now I will pay Pearson for the TPA. I am ready to do that since I really want to help children succeed in school. I have wanted to teach all my life. With all this evidence, they must trust that I can teach now.
Well, not really. They are looking at value-added data. They will see what your students' test scores are, and then see what teacher program you attended.
Well, that is a bit discouraging. But I really want to make a difference in children's lives, so I will pass the West B, pass the West E, pass the TPA, and then show that I add lots of value to my students' lives. The legislature should then trust that I can teach.
Well, not really. Your certificate will expire unless you get your professional certificate.
How do I get my professional certificate?
You used to work with a university to get your professional certificate. But the legislature did not trust the universities to score it, so now you must do Pro Teach and have it scored externally. I think it is scored by Pearson.
So, I will pay Pearson for the West B, the West E, the TPA, and then the Pro Teach. Surely the state legislature would trust me then that I am a good teacher.
Well, not really. Each of these tests was to make sure teachers could teach. But they just made new ones after each one. You see, the legislature will never trust universities to create good teachers. There will always be another test.
Wow, that is really discouraging. Who does the state legislature trust? Do they trust anyone?
Yes, they trust business. The bigger the better. They like to create alternative routes for people in business to become teachers.
What is an alternative route?
It is a backdoor the legislature created for people who want to leave business and become teachers. They say things like, we need to make sure that we can get Microsoft engineers into the classroom.
Really? Have they ever met an engineer? That is really discouraging. Do you have any advice for me on how to get into the classroom as a teacher?
Yes, I think you should go into business. Then you could do Teach for America and learn how to teach in a 6-week summer course. Then after 2 years you can leave behind all the problems in our schools and go back to business and make lots of money. Maybe you could even run for the legislature.
Are there any tests to become a legislator?
No. You simply have to have the backing of business to pay for your election.
So I should go into business if I want to be a teacher? That is discouraging. Do you have any businesses in mind?
Yes, I hear that Pearson is hiring. Good luck.